Good evening, fellow youths. Good evening, fellow Biafrans. Good evening, fellow Easterners. Good evening, brothers and sisters, fathers and mothers out there listening to me. I am Dr. Charles Chukwuemeka Amanze, High Prince Ugochinyere Amadioha Imo. I am the convener of the Eastern Youth Network. One of the reasons for putting Eastern youth together is to see that the proper order of things is established for the good of mankind. Still in our previous way of revelation and teaching. Ụmụnna ndị Igbo asị onye gawara ọgụ kpara igbugbo na ịlụ ụmụnne ya kwụ. Today, I want to focus on the ordeal of Nnamdi Kanu and the British nation. This is what this tape is all about. I am making some important revelation this evening to all Biafrans. I am making important revelation this evening to all Igbos all over the world. Those of you whose your parents were sold to slavery, who don't know their whereabouts, you will know it today. I am the descendant of the Imo family. I am the seed of Imo family today on earth. Imo is the kingdom of Igbo that ruled Africa, not just Igbo, Africa, before he was called the Black King, and later he was called Amadioha of Imo, and later he was called the Lion of the tribe of Judah. Today, I want to tell you the vivid truth as associated with the British nation over the crime here in the Eastern nation. British nation is the devil you and I is seeing on earth today as Igbo people. British nation did not start today to destroy the property of Igbos. The story I'm about to review to you begin with Charles, the Prince Charles II, was the man who declared that the family, the royal family of Imo, has been assassinated because he carried out the oppression. The British nation, speaking from the direction of my father and their kingdoms, it is time for the British nation to answer for their crime of assault, killings of 5 million Eastern civilization of great intellectuals in 1802 and 1804. Before 1802, 7 million of Biafrans has been massacred. Then we were not called Biafra. We were called Ndowanyang. We were known as Imo. We have been known as Igbo. We are the first civilization of this earth. Go and make research. Igbo is the first civilization. Our civilization attracted the interests of the Western community to invade us because the medicine we need, the medicine they need for their famine is here. The food they need is here. Before the 5 million that was massacred during the Biafra War, this successive massacre of generation has been traced, anchored to British nation. British nation has brought so great evil to mankind. Our trade route has been with the Philippines. Imo did not have trade route with the Portuguese. The Portuguese is of the later. After the last invasion of 18th century was when the Portuguese came here as a role, as a play role. And when they accomplished that role in their play, their business stopped with the Easterns. The route of trade of Imo is to Philippines and then to the central market in the Middle East. It is the rich blessings that God has blessed Imo that warrant the British to destroy us. In the previous video, I have given this information. But someone asked a question that brought about this lecture of today. You want to know what happened after they took over our environment. You want to know what happened after they introduced taxation. You want to know what happened that we are in this condition today. You that asked this question, I want to bless you this evening, because it's only he who asks question will know more. After the invasion of our land and taking over by the Arab and the British nation, the British you see today are Islams. The British is an Islamic nation. The British you see today is the extension of Babylon of old. Is the mother of all harlot. The British is the mother of all evil. Any evil that has bred upon the earth is being born by the British nation. I have a proof. I have a fact. An unshakable truth. If such a nation stands till today, then who is to be blamed of crime? The evil you found in Nigeria today is planted by the British nation. This is a 28 years research on the ordeal and the problems of Eastern nation. And I tell you today that it has been discovered, even the problem Nnamdi Kanu is having right now, it is masterminded by the British authority, the British nation. When our environment was taken over, the first thing the British nation introduced into us was cultism. How? By bringing in the people called the knights. The knights were not men of God. They came in disguise as men of God, but they were slaughterers. They were mercenaries of slaughter in the spiritual aspect. And they introduced the spirit to call Ave Galadima. That is the beginning of cultism. Let me tell you, every night in the Roman Catholic and in the Anglican circle of communion is a cultist. One of the things they do is to fuck their daughters. Go and, I might be so raw, but I want you to go and research. Don't mind my language, but I want you to go and make this research. This is one of the things that the earth forbids. You will be asked to be committed to it so that the earth will reject you. This is one of the principles of their seductive acts. The night proof moved in. The cultism of Wole Soyinka is of later. Now, since Wole Soyinka have found out that the environment is where you show your cultic ability, you can be recognized. That was how Wole Soyinka is being recognized. You can see, in Nigeria that breed cultists, in Nigeria that breed criminals, in Nigeria that breed terrorists, in Nigeria that breed killers. Do you think this Nigeria can favor you and I? Or do you think this Nigeria can ever be good for our unborn children? No. If you still have hope for Nigeria, then you are still in your dreaming age. Listen very well. I am passing a secret message to tonight, to every Biafran, to every Igbo man. British nation, the purpose of initializing night was to neutralize our spiritual strength by invoking the blood demon. And that was how human sacrifice become part of our culture in Nigeria. It was introduced by the British nation. That was what they used to invoke this demon that is eating you and I today. And the portal of light was closed because heavens frowned at it. They sacrificed 7 virgins by 7. It's a very high secret. I'm revealing. That's why I'm the high prince. That thing that is a secret, I know it. Listen very well. Do you remember when Queen Elizabeth called Nnamdi Kanu that he should seek asylum in Britain? That warranted Nnamdi Kanu to chastise the Queen over the Radio Biafra and called her a harlot, and then educated her more on what asylum means and who's supposed to seek for asylum. That was when the plot for kill Nnamdi Kanu was concluded, and that action by the Queen was to alert Nnamdi Kanu. That's the only way she can alert Nnamdi Kanu. But how can someone who bore your citizenship passport come to seek asylum in the same country of whom he is a citizen? I know some of us don't listen to these leaders when they speak. Remember, this same thing was what they did to Jaja of Opobo. Adoption. He was adopted on a trade conference, accusing him of obstructing trade, international trade. He was arrested, detained. He was in detention. The day he was left from detention, on his way home, he died. The same thing, this adoption they did to Nnamdi Kanu is the same adoption they did earlier to Agui Ironsi before his mother. The British trained Agui Ironsi. They also killed him. The British killed Agui Ironsi. The British killed Jaja. Because the British do not want any intellectual that will obstruct their activity in Nigeria here, precisely in the east. Because they are interested, they have interest more on the minerals beneath our feet. And they will do everything to get it. When we were massacred, many of the singers you see today in the Western world are all Igbo traceable. Because that is one of the gifts that gave Igbos leverage when they were being taken. When they gather, they start singing. It's a gift. Anything that has to do with singing was learned from Igbo people. Go and ask history. Go and research. Anything that has to do with the creation or building of a vessel, building of a boat, was learned from Igbo man. Go and ask questions. Go and find out. When our people were all taken away for slavery, for labor, so many of them, because Imo have fallen, they have no other king. That's why it was said that Igbo has no king, because their king has been killed, and everybody scattered. Everybody does what he wants. I am the grandson, the descendant of that king that held the Igbo kingdom until he was murdered. It was after the murder of Imo that God, that was after the murder of Imo, Jerusalem failed. God returned. I am not the seed of God. Imo is not the descendant of God. Imo is the senior brother of God. It is the descendant of Judah. And you can see the Imo River, how he takes her boundary. That is the boundary of the east. I will reveal so many secrets this evening. After the plot, let me tell you, the plane Nnamdi Kanu landed with to where he was kidnapped was supposed to crash and crashed. But since the aircraft did not land crashed, Nnamdi Kanu was not allowed, was supposed not to leave Kenya alive. He was supposed to be killed. But the attempt of killing him failed. The British nation plotted this. The assassin came from the British army, direct. The hired assassin was a special from the British Army, a sniper from the British Army. We have all these records. Now listen. I am passing this information with all confidence as the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. And until we know the root of our problem, we cannot know how to solve it. The problem of the Igbos is the British, and it is time to uproot it. Finally, the British nation will not survive. As soon as Nigeria collapses, the next nation that will collapse is the British nation. Mark my word, Amadoha have spoken, and so shall it be. They think they have strength today. Watch and see. Nature will deflect them. Nature is coming to deflect British nation. It is a prophet that have spoken it. It is a God that have said it. And look, watch out for it, is coming. Listen, there used to be a song my mother taught me when I was little. I want to put a song little for you. He said, on 19th February, 1976, Molita Lolo, 1976, Molita Lolo. O mere 19, Hawe Jirabale, Boya 18, Kabuya e, Anyagaga Rapo Molitala Mohammed, Anyagaga Rapo Molitala Mohammed. How many was the census of the northern when Molitala Mohammed, the man in 20 naira? The election favored the Igbo man, but the British said no and ordered Molitala Mohammed to change the election results. Our parents, the Igbo, wept again. 19th February 1976. History. And whenever my mother sings of that song, she always wept. And I have to go and make research. And I carry this burden in me. And I say, unless I die, the British nation will pay. They will pay. For all that they have cost my people, they will pay. I have uncovered all records. They will pay. Listen very well. All over the world, Eastern youth all over the world, wherever that British nation commission is, or their embassy, or their White House, as they may call it anywhere, go and occupy there and let them, ask them why they give us a cloned president in Nigeria. There is no Mr. President in Nigeria. Amadioha have said I should review to you that the reason for the ordeal with the British nation is the move that the British nation want to make in Nigeria. The only person they feel that can review this information beforehand is Nnamdi Kanu. That is why he was adopted. That is why they kidnapped him, so that they will conclude this mission, this movement. 3 president is coming. When they complete this mission, so that he will not be a barrier, so that he will not hint us, so that he will not stop them. That is why he has to be adopted and be kept into confinement to enable them exercise or execute their evil plot. But it will not work. IPOB, ESN, BSS, I'm passing this message to you now. Amadio has said I should tell you that the point of your argument, Barrister Mazi Nnamdi, the point of your argument in Nnamdi Kanu case is Mr. President that ordered the arrest of or the kidnapping of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu should come out. Thank God, Mr. President can go and visit Tinubu in hospital. Thank God, Mr. President can go to mosque. Thank God, Mr. President can enter flight and go out. It is time for that Mr. President to come and meet the youth. Not to address us. We want to unmask him. Buhari is in a grave. There is no Buhari in Nigeria. So in which government of the world is a ghost ruling? Are you people asking questions at all? When Nnamdi Kanu made that comment, it was as if it's a lie. Amadio have reviewed to me and have told me to tell you, Barrister Ejiofor, You are the lead counsel. Don't think it's by your intelligence because you don't have anything upstairs. You are not qualified to handle this case. So because that the boss is doing the work, he said, I should warn you seriously that this time is not the time of show. That this time is not the time of Amanze. That this time is not the time of Facebook posts. That this time is the time of reality. The time to prove the truth. The time to hit the nail at the head. And that nail that you are going to hit is what? Mr. President. At Amadioha, the god of the Igbo land, said that the Mr. President that ordered the arrest of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu before he was kidnapped should be brought out. That there is no president and is a ghost. That is the winning point of Nnamdi Kanu. And that is your duty. And you and the entire councils under this matter, this should be your campaign. Now. Because they want to make a move before they tell their president have died. No. Publish it now. Go on the street. Close all Aso-Rock. Close British embassy. Let them provide us the clone president they gave to Nigerians. It is the British blood. It is the British own act. It is their own design. What a country. What a dirty country. If the world literally is fighting crime and corruption, is British supposed to exist? Is the British nation supposed to exist? The way you clamp on the Igbos over crime, which crime has Igbos committed that is worse than that of the British nation against the Igbos? That we should answer for. It is time we face the fact. Let me put another information direct. Lead counsel of Nnamdi Kanu. Let me give you this information. Amadio has said that there is no president in Nigeria, and that is the point for Nnamdi Kanu's freedom. Sit at home is solidarity. It's not a walk. Now the work is for us to go out there, occupy the embassy of the British. They are the people holding Nnamdi Kanu ransom. They are making a dangerous move. It is now or never. Stop them. The only way to stop that move now is this noise Amadoha have reviewed. Take the noise abroad. Push the information hard. Nigeria, that is the end of Nigeria. Because if they can manipulate the whole citizens, scam over something, 200 million if I'm not mistaken, they scam us in the name of fraud. That is the highest fraud ever committed in the history of mankind. Is the fraud of establishing a ghost as Mr. President, and by so doing, looting all resources out to Arab nation. This is the plan of the British nation and the Arab world. Listen, what happened in Afghanistan will happen in Nigeria. The British has planned it. They will do as if they evacuated the people. Now lie. They are the ones to doing it. They have signed a treaty to hand over Nigeria as an Islamic nation. You know why? They will be taking the oil while the Islamic will be growing their cows in the green vegetation of our land. This is the treaty. This is what has been signed. And the taking over of the Taliban is a confirmation of what is coming. It is now that we will get up on our own and defend ourselves. Let me tell you about referendum. Referendum is made possible only to a people that is seeking to be established as a country. Ndi Igbo or Biafrans or the Easterners is not seeking to be established as a nation. No, we have been existing and was conquered. So if we are looking for them to conduct referendum, foul. The nation of the East have been proclaimed on the 29th of May. And the formation of the government is what is going on now. So all hands is required. I need everybody. It is my job. So lead counsel, Barrister Mazi Nnamdi, I don't know you, you don't know me, but this is the only medium of which I can pass this information to you directly. This is what Amadio has said you should do. That you should not follow your legal process according to Nigerian legal conduct. No, that it is foul. It will delay. that this is the point you will hit today. Nigeria Abakeshia. As soon as you line it up, all the youth will be behind you, and that is the end of Nigeria. There is no Mr. President anywhere. And if this is the evil they have done, is Nnamdi Kanu guilty? This is the point. There is no other thing to say. There is no other evidence to give. Nnamdi Kanu have 1,000,001 evidence against the Federal Republic of Nigeria, but the Federal Republic of Nigeria and British nation has no single evidence against him. And that is why it is difficult for the court to hold. The court can never hold. They will keep turning us up and down, delaying until they accomplish their mission. They are just buying time. So I am telling you now, lead counsel, hit the nail right now. There is no time left. The youth, this is the key. That's what Amanze have said. And if you hit this key, Nnamdi Kanu is not released with our Biafra. If we hear the name of Amanze anywhere, in fact, we know Koyasu. Thank you, brothers and sisters. Let me stop at this hour. In my next video, I will continue to give you information. I will continue to teach you about our culture. I will continue to review details to you. I will continue to give you secrets. So our problem is the British nation. It is time to bring them down. Please subscribe with us, Eastern Youth Network or Dr. Charles Chukwuemeka Amanze. Subscribe with us and follow our teachings. This is our nation, and we must make it right. That is what the Lord has said. I lift up my staff and bless every soul who have labored in this labor. And I know that you will reap what you have sown, you and your children, when it is done right. It is not good that we build and it collapse. We will build upon the rock so that it will stand the test of time. In the name of our Father and the Son and the Holy